We're here at Shottenkirk Toyota, 54th and Broadway, Quincy, Illinois. I'm very excited today, can you tell? Anyway, I want to show you the 2011 version of the Toyota Venza. Venza comes in one model, Venza. Then they add packages. Now you've got a couple of different drivetrain options, front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. And you get any combination of that. This one we have today just happens to be a 4-cylinder all-wheel drive. This kind of sounds like an odd pairing, but I'll tell you, it works. And you'll see later on when we go for a test drive just how much power this little engine has. And don't let little fool you. It's the same engine, the same 2.7-liter 4-cylinder that they use in the Tacoma pickups. So, it's not a dog, I guarantee you. First of all, while you're down there, take a look at this front grille. Very unique, very distinguished. I'll tell you what, when I'm approaching this vehicle from several blocks away, I can see and say to myself, there's a Venza. That's how unique and beautiful this front end is. So, with that, we'll move up here to the hood prop, very easy to handle. Here is your 2.7-liter truck engine, basically, in this Venza. Dual variable valve timing with intelligence. Dual meaning that there's two camshafts in this engine, one for the intake, one for the exhaust. Both of them are variable and adjustable, which means it makes the engine, helps the engine breathe better, get you better fuel economy, get you better power when you need it, and also get you better emissions. So it's great engine technology, which has yet to be improved on by anyone else. So Toyota is indeed an engine innovator. Under here also you'll see that you've got an air filter compartment, fuses here, batteries right up front. All of your fluid containers are all clear so that you can inspect them with a glance. Right up here, while you're over here, this is your ABS control module. That controls your star safety system. I'll touch on that real quick. Toyota has a 6-point star safety system. Anti-lock brakes, which will help you stop and still be able to maneuver the vehicle. It has brake assist, so that in a panic strike of the brakes, the brake system will help you stop the vehicle with 100% braking capability. It has electronic brake force distribution, so now each individual wheel can sense how much braking capability it has and stop with 100% of that braking capability without locking up. It also has traction control, which means that in a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive situation, any wheel that's spinning, the system will stop or slow that wheel, control throttle input, and transfer power to a wheel that has grip, whether it's from side to side or front to rear. It also has electronic brake, I said EBDS, that other one, stability programming, ESP. That is actually very important so that in a curve, in a slippery curve turning situation, the vehicle will use that braking system to sense which wheels have grip and which ones don't, and actually give the power to that wheel or wheels that'll help you corner properly and safely. And it also has the smart stop technology, which means that anytime you hit the brake, the throttle is completely disengaged, so that now you have no possibility of any accidental acceleration, which is a whole nother story. But that's what the smart stop technology is all about. All right. I could probably go into a couple other things, but let's get on to more exciting stuff. Alright, now to continue on to the driver's side. 19-inch alloy wheels, fairly standard for the Venza. The upgraded models, you can get a 20-inch polished alloy, which are very, very nice. You'll also notice that it's got a very high belt line, which improves the safety of the vehicle, because there's a lot more there to protect you. I want to demonstrate the smart key here real quick. If I lock this thing, and you hear a beep maybe, I'll just put that in my pocket. Now, I'll give these to you. Hold on to those, back up a few feet. Now you notice that I can't get that open. You're only 6 feet from me and I can't get that open. But if you hand those back to me, the proximity sensor on this car is and I'll hold it from here so you know I haven't touched the button, allows me to open that up. In fact, it's so smart that I could throw these in here, try and lock it, And that long extended beep means that there's something wrong. Either it's the door ajar or the keys are in it. So, I take the keys out, press this little button here. There, locks. Now, of course, it'll open again because I have the key. But you can see inside here real quick from this side, we've got 4 power windows, all auto up and down. We've got power locks, power mirrors, power hatch switch, your stability programming on-off switch. You've got a steering wheel with audio and Bluetooth controls and cruise control. This actually is a tilt and telescoping collapsible steering wheel, so that's a whole nother story. But I say it's very, very comfortable, very roomy. Also, we want to take a look here in the back seat real quick. Oh, you got to unlock it. I'll just use the button.
Lee Robbins, line 1. Lee, line 1, please.
All right. Now, first thing you're going to notice back here is that it's basically room for 3 more, so it's a 5-passenger vehicle. You'll also notice that this front seat is back pretty far, but as you can see, I am still very, very comfortable. The center armrest here comes down with a tub of something. There is a button here somewhere. Alright. Probably should have looked in. Yeah, as you can tell, I am an expert car sales automotive consultant. Really, it's just a one-piece thing here. But it is nice, it's well trimmed, and has 2 cup holders in it, which is pretty cool. So, you've got lots of room, lots of comfort back here. And as an added bonus, as a passenger, you have a panoramic roof so that you can still get some sun or just kind of feel like you're a little more outdoors if you get a little claustrophobic. It has a screen in it also, which allows you to cut out any of the sun or light at night also. So it's pretty cool, pretty nice. Individual reading and directional lamps back here, which you can turn on and off individually. And lots of safety back here too, because I know it has a curtain airbag which comes down and will protect me and my head in an accident. That's another story we'll talk about here in a minute. So let's move on to the back. Alright, first thing you're going to notice about the back end of the Venza, it's very neat, very clean, very distinguished lines, very attractive. One thing about this too is that you've got a high-mounted stoplight. You've also got a variable wiper in the back. The privacy glass does a good job of hiding the window defogger there in the middle. If you can get down a little bit lower, you can see the backup camera mounted in the shell here, so it's not sticking out. It's not going to be a problem. Over here underneath the A is where you'll find the switch to open up the trunk if you don't have a key, but it also comes. Somebody turned it off. Hold on. I know what it is. There's a switch in the front that turns it on and off. I don't know why. There we go. Watch this. Just got to know what button to push. There we go. See, if there's something wrong with it, I still can figure it out. Power hatch, which is kind of nice. So now you got your hands full of groceries or kids, you can hit the button instead of having to mess with that. Lots and lots of room here. This one comes obviously with the mats and a nice cargo net. You'll notice in here too that you have a full-size spare tire, which is awfully nice to have on this car. Your spare tire tools are here in the side compartments. And if you still have lots of cargo that you want to put in here, still have somebody you want to ride around, these little handles here on the side are actually seat releases. So if I pull this, and the seats were positioned properly, that seat would fold down. Let's try the other side. And it's caught the seat belt. As you can tell, it's new and it still needs to be worked a little bit, but folds down nicely. And this tonneau cover, which is in here, is removable. So, probably should have did that from the other side. If I do have cargo I want to stick in there, it can go all the way up to the front of the front seats, or the back of the front seats. So very nice room. This is where this car becomes a crossover. Lots of nice room as a wagon in the back. Now, if you do have cargo in here, very easy to cover it if you have some dexterity, which I don't. So when this hatches down, this covers everything in the back, which is kind of nice. So, being power hatch, we have a power button, which has an obstacle detection device in it, so if it hits anything going down, very slight, it'll go back up. It does the same thing opening. If it detects an obstacle as it's opening, it'll go the other way and shut. So it's kind of a nice, neat factor, especially when you have children involved. You don't want them pinching any fingers. Plus, it has a handle so that if you ever maybe don't have, well, there's really no reason with the button there, but it operates very easily manually. All right. One more thing, if you can get down here. A nice chrome exhaust tip. A nice, elegant finish to the back end of this vehicle. All right. On around this side. I'm going to show you the front seat here a little bit. Comfort to the front passenger and rear passengers is very important to Toyota also. The best way to feel that and experience that is to go for a ride. So come on in, sit down, and we're going to go for a ride. All right. Now, I'm going to take the keys. Consider those still in my pocket. As a smart key, I can put my, well, actually, I'm going to move the seat up a little bit. Put my foot on the brake, push the start engine, and it starts. Yahoo. That's when the air kicks in, which I'm pretty happy about. Oh, this is an actual radio upgrade. It's a JBL premium audio system with a 6-disc CD changer, XM satellite radio with a 90-day trial period, and turn that down manually here. So it's got a really nice radio and speaker system in it. Lots and lots of entertainment options, including, if I can find them here, the auxiliary audio inputs, USB and auxiliary inputs, so that you can actually download onto a zip drive or thumb drive, plug them in there, or play directly off of your digital recording device. There's an extra power outlet down there, which allows you to plug in a computer or radio. One nice, really nice thing I like about this is if you have a digital recording device or a phone, there's a slot down here that allows you to run wires. So you can actually plug in a phone, set it in here, and run the wires down and operate your phone through the Bluetooth or through the auxiliary audio input into the radio system. So it's a really neat, clean, well thought out idea, which is kind of cool. So, adjustable armrest for people that like the steering wheel all the way back. Like I say, it's a tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so we get it right where we need it and want it. And well, we just get going. I can talk about stuff all day long going down the road, but the ride and the comfort and the power of this thing are exceptional. All right, can you get a shot of this? 99 degrees today, but look where the air conditioning is. Max cold, so we ought to be fine here in a minute. And here comes another Venza. It's our general manager, Kevin. He'll get a kick out of that. Hi, Kevin. All right, now this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, which means that it operates front-wheel drive primarily until it needs more power in the back, and then boom, it does it automatically, sends power back there faster than you could push a button and change the drivetrain. And what we're going to do is, I should have done a little bit of an acceleration test, but I can do that later. What haven't we talked about? Automatic daytime running lights, or automatic headlights with daytime running lights, fog lights, delay wipers front and rear with a wash cycle setting, obviously. This one comes with a high-mounted display system, which is a multi-informational display system. Right now, what we're looking at is the climate control system. And if you want to switch that, you hit Info, and it should, well, maybe. All right. Oh, there we go. This actually will let you go into different settings. So that's probably something you shouldn't be doing while you're driving anyway. The AM/FM 6-disc CD changer with Bluetooth and satellite radio, all controlled right here. This is the dual zone climate control, and it is automatic if you need it to be. So it's kind of nice to be able to do that. Push auto. 6-speed. Even with a 4-cylinder, we have a 6-speed transmission with sequential shift, which means I can control manually which gear I'm in, which is kind of a nice little deal. If we move up here a little bit, Will, you can see we've got an auto-dimming mirror with compass, and the overhead compartment here has sunglasses and a home link, programmable garage door openers, interior light controls, and moonroof controls. Yes, we do have a moonroof in the front of this also, which is kind of nice. So we've got front moonroof and rear moonroof. And as we turn right here, take a really small, if you haven't noticed already, this is very, very quiet. And it's even a 4-cylinder. Usually 4-cylinders are extremely noisy, very underpowered. I'm having absolutely no trouble accelerating in this car without having to stress the engine at all, which is kind of nice. The controls in here are all very ergonomically set. I mean, I can reach literally anything in here without having to reach or, you know, obstruct my capability of driving the vehicle in any way, shape, or form. So it's kind of nice that this steering wheel and the cockpit area kind of just wrap around you. It's kind of a safety kind of thing too, I would think, that allows us to, like I say, basically operate the vehicle without any obstacles. Okay, we're about ready to turn onto the interstate, and I'm going to show you just how quickly this thing can get up to speed. But you can't tell anybody how that I did this. This is purely for information only. Alright, and here we go. We're just going to merge in, well, we're going to let traffic pass us. We'll merge into traffic. As quick as this thing is, I really don't want to have an accident, especially on camera. Alright, here we go. Right up here about 2 blocks, we turn right, and we're going to head to Hannibal, Missouri. Well, not really. We're going to head towards Hannibal, Missouri. We're going to turn off well before we get there. I can't express to you how smooth and quiet this ride is in this thing. Being part of a crossover is its luxury feel and look, and it definitely has that. Alright, here we go. Turn right here, and starting out at 18 miles per hour, we're going to hit the gas. And this little 4-cylinder is already at 65 miles an hour, long before we have to merge with traffic. And set the cruise at 70 miles an hour here, and sweet, nice. As you can see, we're on the highway at 70 miles an hour, very little wind noise. The car has been through wind tunnel test after wind tunnel test. Even the mirrors are designed so that there's a very minimal amount of drag that goes over, and there's engineering departments that work on the windshield or the rain gutters so that there's very little wind turbulence or very little wind noise. It's actually a real science. So we'll unfortunately exit the highway, take the off ramp here, and I might do a real quick brake check just to show you how good this thing is. Even though we're in a little bit of a curve there, the electronic brake force distribution was actually working, because I could feel it kind of swerve a little bit, but it still had maximum control. Because I was turning right, the weight of the vehicle was going left, so there was more braking capability on the left side. That's where your electronic brake force distribution comes in. It senses what amount of brake pressure each individual wheel can actually absorb, and it gives it only that much pressure. That keeps that wheel from locking up. Very important in maintaining control of the vehicle at all times. Nice little demonstration, don't you think? All right. I love this stuff. This is awesome. If you guys had a passion and a love of this automobile company like I do, Toyota, you would be excited about just simply test driving a car like this and sharing this information with people. It's truly amazing. And here we are, pretty much back at the dealership. So, well, one thing we didn't really talk about was some of the other safety systems that this vehicle has. And here we are at the stoplight, so that'll give me just a second. The vehicle actually has, besides the STAR safety system, 7 different airbags. Front, driver and passenger, multi-stage smart airbags. It also has seat-mounted side airbags. Very important that they're seat-mounted because they'll always be positioned exactly where they should be to provide maximum protection in an accident. It also has curtain airbags for all 4 outboard passengers, so that your head is protected not only from incoming debris, but also from hitting things like this pillar, which creates the major amount of long-term disability, head injury. So it'll help prevent some of that head trauma and shorten the recovery time from most accidents. Also has smart seat belts, which real quickly I'll show you. They're pre-tensioners, which means that the seat belt's always going to come back to where it should be. If I lean forward and the seat belt stayed out here, if I was in a front end accident, I would travel as far as that seat belt would let me. And now I'm in danger of injuring myself with the airbag. So as long as it stays where it's supposed to, I will be stopped so that all the other supplemental restraints will operate properly and do a much better job of saving my life. And also, it's not only is it pre-tensioner, but it has a force limiter. So as soon as that thing deploys, it relaxes just a little bit to lessen the impact between you and the seatbelt. So it reduces the amount of possible injury from the seatbelt itself deploying in an accident, which is kind of cool. Gosh, why don't we jump out and I'll show you the window sticker and show you exactly what an amazing value this is for what little money, and hopefully I've done a good job of showing you the value of this vehicle, because it is, and a lot of this stuff on this particular model is standard. So when I go around and show you what the optional equipment and the value of that, you'll think, you know what, I got to go see Rick. I've got to test drive this thing for myself because I can't believe it's that good, and take one home with you. So let's do that. Now, I know that the ability to enjoy that test drive is limited with you sitting there in your chair looking at your computer screen in your pajamas, but let me tell you, it was that good, believe me. Up here on the window sticker, let's talk about fuel economy. Average of 22. 4-cylinder, all-wheel drive, 22 mile per gallon average, not bad. We've got standard features, a lot of which I touched on with you. That includes the STAR safety system, all the airbags, all the smart seat belts, collapsible steering wheel, 6-speed transmission. You could go on and on. It's all standard. The only optional features on this is, in fact, the smart key system, the backup camera, which I didn't get to show you, doggone it. There's a screen up there, the multi-informational display screen. Should have thought of that, but it's backup camera. That's our one of our track cars. Just got back, gonna wash it. Of course, they couldn't find it, so now they know where it's at. Security package, backup camera, panoramic glass roof. With this particular 4-cylinder model, those are options. But on your 6-cylinder models, they become standard. All right, now I'm gonna let you guess at the price. All right, 36, 38, 40, 1,000. I mean, wrong. 31,500 is all this thing costs. 31,500. The warranty on this car: 3 years, 36,000 miles, bumper to bumper. 5 years, 60,000 mile powertrain. 1 year roadside assistance with just there's like half a dozen different reasons why you might need roadside assistance: lockout, fuel shortages, backup or flat tires, battery problems. It also comes with 2 years or 25,000 miles worth of free maintenance. We're going to change your oil and rotate your tires for the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Every time I open my mouth, the value of this vehicle becomes more and more evident. So, mark on your calendar, Actually, forget the calendar. Just come down here right now. Right now, Shottenkirk Toyota, 54th and Broadway, Quincy, Illinois. Ask for me, Rick Mavis. We'll take this for a ride, and I will make a believer out of you. Thank you. No, seriously, hurry in and see me. Rick Mavis, thank you.